Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a really cool knife here. This is an Uncle Henry, but man, it isn't your granddad's Uncle Henry. And this is a pretty interesting knife. I'm pretty excited about this knife right here. And as you can see, it's in Stag. If you'd like to hear more about this knife and take a better look at it, go ahead and check out the video. Okay, guys, welcome back to Rasputin's Castle. I want to say hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola and ciao to my foreign viewers. And today we're going to be talking about this really cool knife. You can tell I'm kind of excited about this knife. And if you take a good look at this knife, you can see why. That is a good looking knife. Really nice. And so what you have here is an Uncle Henry. Let's see. Whoops. Uncle Henry trade. And the blade steel is D2. Awesome. Awesome to have D2 in this blade. Wait till I tell you how much this cost me. So you have D2 steel, 3.8 inch blade length on this knife, and I think it's 8.5 inches overall is what the length of it. You can see here it's got a little hump right there. My hands fold down into it, and you got a little bit left there on the end. I have medium to medium large hands. You can choke up on this. You've got jimping on here. The jimping is not abrasive. It's not sharp. It doesn't cut your fingers, but it gives you a good hold if you want to choke up on the knife. It fits very well in my hand. It feels comfortable. For me, my fingers hitting that hump. But usually when if I were to use this in the woods, I would have my fingers up here and my back three would be a little further back like that, and it doesn't bother me at all. I think if you held it just with all your fingers close together, you might get a hot spot there with a lot of use. But you can easily avoid it and not lose control of your knife, and it's just fine. On bigger hands, you're not going to have that problem. Smaller hands, it might be more of a problem to you. But look at this beautiful Stag. Is that freaking phenomenal or what? And so I looked at this and looked at this, and it looks like genuine Stag to me. And if it's bone Stag, man, they did a fantastic job on it. But it is advertised as Stag, and so I'll take them at their words for it, because really it looks like real Stag to me, guys. So really nice hunk of bone there. You can see that right there as your typical unevenness of Stag. You're not going to get away from that on real Stag unless you really, cut it down quite a bit. You've got a really good fitment here. So I'll take you around there. You can see it's just pulls away a little here, not much. There's a little gap right here. You can see some air in there. That doesn't really bother me because it's consistent. It's consistent all the way around. You have bullseye rivets in there. I think that's okay. Some of you guys may not like that, but I think it's okay. I think that's a good looking knife. Wow. Wow. And it appears to be really well made. So as you go across here, if you go side to side, you do pick up some unevenness where sometimes the tang there is a little proud. You can see it barely. So you're not talking a large height here. You barely feel it, like you can feel it on a folder sometimes. Barely feel that. Doesn't really cause a problem. It's not really sharp. This knife was $36 for D2 8-inch skinning knife. Fantastic. I really like this knife. Also, it comes with a sheath. You may not, a lot of guys don't like this. I don't really like sheaths that button like this, because when you open it, you can't just draw the knife out. It'll cut that. And so I don't really like that setup. I'd rather have one come over, but it's okay. The point is, this is well-made sheath. Look at the stitching on that. Dyed brown. Looks attractive. You could have a little better varnishing here. It has been burnished, but they didn't take a lot of time doing it. They hit it pretty quick. You can see that right there. But overall, just a really well-made sheath. You know, good grade of leather in here. Adequate belt loop, really nice belt loop there. And this is thick too. So you could always take these out, by the way, if you don't like them. You just pull it out. But fits well in the sheath. It's not form fitted. So these sheaths are probably made somewhere else. You can see that right there. It goes all the way down, but it'll pop out if you could see how it's already dropping. You know, but that doesn't bother me either. It doesn't rattle in the sheath. This is a nice knife. This knife blows me away. I'm gonna tell you something. So I follow knives. I follow knife companies. I follow what's going on across the board with a lot of different kind of knives and knife companies. When Smith & Wesson bought Schrade, I kind of wondered, that it surprised me that Smith & Wesson bought out Taylor Cutlery. And I wondered, okay, what are they going to do? And so I've watched Schrade over those years. They bought them out in 2018. I watched them over the years. I've gotten a few knives from Schrade since that time. They seem pretty rock solid, and I was wondering, okay, where is Smith & Wesson going to take it? And this is it right here. So this is a really good quality knife that's inexpensive, and I think it's great. I love that Smith & Wesson is doing this kind of thing with Schrade. Fantastic knife. I haven't used this yet. I just got it. But I have no doubt this knife will perform. It's a beautiful knife. It's well done. And, good job, Smith & Wesson. And keep it up. It's pretty exciting to get a knife like this. $36, guys. Nice sheath. Stag. Wow. All right. Thanks for all your support and everything you guys do. I really appreciate you. And hope you have a great day.